Here's the credits.
Shut your trap, Molly.
I'll stop shoving the poor kid. She ain't doing no shit.
She's keeping me awake, ain't she?
No, you're keeping us awake.
Do you want to make something out of this?
How about I make a pancake out of you?
No! Stop!
All of you, get back to sleep. It's alright, Molly. Annie's here. It was my mama, Annie. We was riding on the ferry boat, and she was holding me up to see all the big ships. And I couldn't find her no more. Well, it was only a dream, honey. You've got to get back to sleep. Bring me your note, Annie. Again, please? Sure, Molly.
Here it comes again.
Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie. She was born on October 28th. We'll be back to get her soon.
We left half the silver locket around her neck and kept the other half. So when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby.
Oh my goodness, now they're laughing. All right, do you want to sleep with your teeth inside your mouth or out? Gee, I dream about having a mother and father again, Annie. But you're lucky. You really got them. I know. Somewhere.
Maybe for a while, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee, she may be straightening his tie. Maybe in a house all hidden in the
Now what?
Annie, what are you doing? I'm running away. Oh my goodness. My folks are never coming for me. I gotta go find them.
Annie, you're crazy. Miss Hannigan will catch you.
And give you the paddle.
I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Okay, I'm ready. Wish me luck. Good luck, Annie.
So long, dumbbell. Good luck. Aha! Ha! Get up! Get up! Turn around. I said turn around. There. Now, what do you say? What do you say?
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Rotten orphan.
I'm not an orphan. My mother and father left a note saying they love me and were coming back for me.
That was 1922. This is 1933. Get up! Now for this one shenanigans, you all get down on your knobby little knees and clean this dump until it shines like the top of the Chrysler building. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Get to work!
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now! Why any kid who wants to be an orphan, I'll never know.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. It's the hard knock life. Got no folks to speak of, so it's the hard knock road. We hope cotton blankets instead of warm, empty bellies instead of full. It's the hard knock life. Don't it feel like the wind is always blowing? Don't it seem like there's never any light? Once a day, don't you want to throw the towel in? It's easier than putting up a fight. No one's there when your dreams are back and cry. No one cares if you grow or if you stray. No one cries when your hands get wet and bleed. From the crying, you would think this place would sing. Oh, empty belly life, rotten smelly life, full of sorrow life, no tomorrow life. Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus wants them. Who's he? No one cares for you. A smidge when you're in an orphanage. It's the hard knock life. Now you'll see this dumb towel shines like the top of the Chrysler building. Yank the whiskers from her chin. Jab her with the safety pin. Make her drink a Mickey Finn. I love you, Miss Hannigan. Get to work. Strip them beds. I say get to work. It's a hard knock life for us. Merry Christmas. It's a hard knock life for us. Merry Christmas. No one cares for you. A smidge when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life.
Morning, children.
Morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
I love you, Miss Hannigan. I love you, Miss Hannigan.
you, what are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Get her out of there. Your days are numbered. All right, breakfast.
Hot mush.
No, not hot mush. Cold mush. And after your mush, you'll all go down to your sewing machines. There's an order of dresses you need to finish, even if you have to work straight through to midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now line up.
Laundry man.
Morning,
Morning, kids. Clean sheets, once a month, whether you need them or not. Hey, Aggie, how's the prettiest gal south of 14th Street?
Bundles, get out of here with that laundry.
So long, gorgeous. Merry Christmas.
Would you call this clean, Annie? This place is a pigsty. Annie? Annie?
Annie ain't here.
What do you mean, Annie ain't here?
She just went with Mr. Bundles and the laundry bag.
Bundles! Police! Police!
No more hard knock life for Annie. Lucky duck, she got away.
But we're gonna have to pay.
Gonna get our faces slapped. Gonna get our knuckles wrapped.
It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's the hard knock life.
Apples! Apples! 2 for a nickel! Apples!
Excuse me, sir, but could you donate an apple to the orphans, please?
Why not? Nobody's buying them anyway.
Gee, thanks, mister.
Say, kid, when's the orphan's picnic?
As soon as I take a bite.
You see any stray mutts around here?
No, ma'am.
Good. Then they must be running wild over to Astor Place.
Hey, there's one they didn't get. They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me too. But don't worry, I ain't gonna let them get you or me. Everything's gonna be fine for the both of us. If not today, well,
The sun comes out tomorrow, and tomorrow's it'll be fun. Just think it all out tomorrow, with the rain and the birds and the sun. Till there's one, one's up my day.
old from Coney Island. Yeah, Molly just grew up on it. I'm gonna make you clean this whole orphanage if you don't leave!
Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, night and day, I eat, sleep, and breathe them. Some women are dripping with diamonds, some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, but I'm dripping with little girls. Someday I'll step on their freckles, some night straighten their curls. Send the flood, send the flu, anything that you can do to little
Shut up! Yeah, come in. Good afternoon. Miss Hannigan, is it? Yes. You found your runaway. Oh, thank you, officer. She's in one of them Hoovervilles across the river with a bunch of bums. They weren't bums. Had a management with her. He got away. Oh, poor pumpkin. Out in the freezing cold with that just fit sweater. I hope you didn't catch influenza. Thanks so much again, officer. All in the line of duty. And you? Don't ever let me hear that you run away again from this nice lady. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, officer. The next time you walk out that door, it'll be 1953. Well, are you glad to be back? Huh? Yes, Miss Hannigan. Liar. What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yes?
I'm Grace Farrell, private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks? The millionaire?
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays at his home.
What sort of orphan did he have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi. Capital M-I-S-S-I-S-I-P-I. Mississippi.
And cheerful.
You! Shut up! And how old?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. I'll say 8 or 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 would be perfect. And I almost forgot, Mr. Warbucks prefers red-headed children.
11. Redhead? Sorry, we don't have any orphans like that.
Well, what about this child right here?
Annie? Oh no, you don't want Annie.
Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' home?
I would love to. You can have any orphan here, but not Annie.
Well, perhaps I should call the Board of
If
Wards.
it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want.
Oh boy!
Now, you'll just get her coat. I'll take her along right now.
She don't have no coat.
Well, then we'll buy her one.
Oh boy!
Come along, Annie. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is waiting outside.
Oh boy, I can hardly believe it. She can hardly believe it. Hey kids, I'm getting out for Christmas. All right, Tia. Bye.
Someday I'll land in a nut house with all the nuts and the squirrels. There I'll stay tucked away till the prohibition of little
Good afternoon, Miss Farrell.
Good afternoon, Drake, everyone.
Good afternoon, miss.
Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, ma'am. We're expecting him any minute. Do you really live here? Or is this a train station?
We really live here. Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone.
This is Annie, the orphan who will be staying with us for Christmas. Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear. Now, what do you want to do first?
The floors. I'll scrub them first. Then I'll get the windows.
Oh, Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning here. You're our guest. And for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a swell time. Now,
Susu will pick out all your clothes.
We need our best color. No blue, I think.
Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Green.
So, no bubbles, I
And
think.
that comes in to make your bed.
Silk. No satin shoes, I think.
I think I'm gonna like it. When you wake, drink full drink, drink full, bring your drink. When you're through, Mrs. Pugh comes to take it away. No need to pick up any toys.
That's okay. I haven't got any anyway.
You'll bring her with you, my dear. We have but one request. Please put us to the test. I know I'm gonna like it here. Used to room in a tomb where I'd sit and freeze. Get me now, holy cow. Could someone pinch me, please?
she didn't mean it.
We never had a little girl. I'm very glad to volunteer. We hope you understand your wishes or commands. I know you're gonna like it too.
Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Sir, welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
It's good to be home.
How did you travel?
Not bad. Only took 11 hours. Grace,
Yes, sir?
messages?
President Roosevelt wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow.
Mr. Warbucks.
All right, it's good to see you all again.
Sir.
Drake, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir.
Now, Grace, if you get your notebook. Who's this?
This is Annie, sir, the orphan who will be staying with us for Christmas.
That's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
I'm sorry, sir, you said orphan, so I chose girl.
I suppose you'll have to do. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie, Mr. Warbucks. I haven't gotten any last name. Sorry I'm not a boy.
Not at all. I couldn't be happier. Grace, no, we'll start the figures on the shipment of iron ore from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night here, sir.
Well, I suppose we should do something special on your first night. How about a movie?
Gosh, Mr. Warbucks, I've never been to one.
Great. Then you go to the Roxy, and a nice ice cream soda at Rumpelmeyer's. Then a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Golly.
Grace, forget the dictation for tonight. Instead, you'll take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Aw, gee.
Is something wrong, Annie?
Well, it's just that I thought you were going to take me.
Oh no, I'm afraid I'm far too busy tonight.
Aw, gee.
Now, Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks. And when a man's running a multi-billion-dollar corporation...
Oh, that's okay, Mr. Warbucks. I understand.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
get our coats.
Aw, gee.
You'll come too, of course, Grace.
Which car will you be wanting?
The Duesenberg. No, wait. This child's been locked up in an orphanage. We'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Ah, smell those bus fumes. There's no air quite like the air of New York. Come on, you slowpokes. We gotta get to the Roxy before the prices change.
Once again, we bring you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove that just because a woman is 35 or more, romance in life need not be over.
Gosh, I hope not.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
What's the matter? Warbucks fed up with Annie already?
On the contrary, Miss Hannigan, this has to be signed and sent back to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Because Mr. Warbucks is so taken with Annie that he wants to adopt her.
Annie, the daughter of a millionaire?
The daughter of a billionaire.
Would you excuse me for a moment, please? Got any more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Oops, pardon me, honey. Hi, sis. Long time no see.
Rooster, they finally let you out of prison? What were you in there for this time?
Some old geezer said I swindled him out $1,100.
Why'd you say that?
Because the rooster swindled him out of $1,100.
Sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from...
Josie City.
Rooster, do me a favor. Get out of here.
Susan Burnett I bumped into when I come in. Looked like she had a couple dollars.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Olive Warbucks?
Annie, one of the orphans from here, is getting adopted by him.
Probably orphan.
Yeah, living in the lap of luxury while the two Hannigan kids ended up on the skids. It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4 while she gets $4.
The little bread. It ain't fair, this hair like this driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fat. Maybe she holds a key that little baby to get in $4
Instead of less, maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
If we want
Yes! Easy Street, Easy Street,
and he is the key. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yeah.
Easy Street, Easy Street,
That's where we're
gonna
Yes. Yes, Mr. President. No, I'm not asking for your help. I'm telling you that you need to do something. All right. We'll talk about it on
Friday.
Friday. Listen, Mr. President. How about we bury the hatchet? Maybe you bring over Mrs. Roosevelt for supper Christmas Eve. You will? Wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir. Right this morning.
Fine. I'm going to give it to her and tell her that I want to adopt her.
She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Get her down here.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Of course not. Annie, I was born into a very poor family. Both my parents died before I was 10. So I made a promise to myself. One day, some way or another, I was going to become rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
Now lately I've realized something. If you can have all the money in the world, but if you've had no one to share your life with, if you're alone, then you might as well be both. I was in Tiffany's the other day and picked this up for you.
For me? Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks.
What is it?
Oh, gee.
It's a silver locket, Annie. I saw that old broken one you always wear around your neck, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna get that kid a nice new locket. Here, let's take the old one off and...
No, I don't want a new one.
Annie, what's wrong?
This locket. My mom and dad left it when they left me at the orphanage. And a note, too. They're coming back for me. I know I'm really lucky being here with you for Christmas, but the one thing I always wanted in the world is to be like other kids, with folks of my own.
It'll be alright, Annie. I'll find them. I'll find your parents for you.
Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father if he has to put everyone in his organization on the job, and if he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House. Annie, give me your locket.
Well, Mr. Warbucks.
I understand, but it may be our best clue. We'll give it to the FBI and have them trace it and find out who bought it.
Maybe they should have my note, too.
You wait, Annie. You may be meeting your mother and father in a couple of days.
Really?
Really.
I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
And pretty soon, everyone will know I'm looking for my folks. 'Cause we're gonna go on the radio and tell them. So make sure you listen, okay?
So baby, now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby, so maybe now this car's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby,
Thank you, Annie. And welcome to America's favorite radio program, The Oxygen Hour Smile, starring your old softy Bert Healy. Good evening, Oliver Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Bert Healy. It's nice to be here.
Oliver Warbucks, I understand that you have something to tell the folks at home about little Annie here.
Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can identify themselves as Annie's parents.
Wow.
So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks, care of this station. Thank you, Oliver Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another one of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say oxygen. Yes, this is your old softy, Mrs. Healy's boy, saying, until next week, same time, same station, good night.
Gee, Annie on the radio, coast to coast. She's famous.
I wish I was on the radio.
Me too. Who wants to be on the double radio?
I do.
So for all the Arrow Smiles families, this is Bert Healy saying, hey, home man, hey, down Ferdinand, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be both round the
Ma'am, are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ma'am, weren't you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, we had terrible troubles back then. We had to leave a little baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
You're Annie's parents? I can't believe it. Where'd you say you come from again?
Little farm up in Canada, where they got lots of chickens and ducks and geese and roosters. Gotcha, sis.
Rooster, I never would have known it was you in 100 years.
Yeah, we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
Need your help, sis, for details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
What's in it for me?
3 months for it.
Half. Half. Half.
Okay, 25 grand each. But we got to do this fast. Get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
The kid's the problem. What do we do with her afterwards?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. Now, you get the 50,000, you blow this coming town, then little Emil will meet you.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Easy street, easy street. Annie is the key, yes sirree, yes sirree, yes sirree, yeah. Easy street, easy street. That's where we're gonna be.
Well, Miss Farrell, I'm sorry, Annie. I've spoken to more than 1,000 people claiming to be your parents. They're all liars and fakes.
Aw, gee.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket except us. I'm so sorry.
I was sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, you should just come and let's listen here.
Ah, finally. Agent Gunderson located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in New York, New York.
Oh, boy.
Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Aw, gee.
Annie, I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents to that locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You did your best.
I guess a kid could get along without both. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace,
Yes, sir?
do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Right here.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can have my real mother and father, there's no one in the world I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration. And you can have anybody in the world you want to come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrow here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and, well, everybody here.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
tell the staff to get swift up. You're going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir. Oh, and the kids.
It'll be way past their bedtime by now. But I tell you what, we'll have them all over tomorrow morning for a big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too?
Why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last, we're tying a knot they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you.
Yesterday was playing off the
You can say that again. But that's it.
Mudge's name, Ralph Mudge. This here is my wife, Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge?
We love you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
We've seen a great number of people who...
I expect you'll be wanting proof of who we are. Here are our driver's licenses and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl named Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, October 28, 1922.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
Ralph, look, Annie's wearing a locket.
When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half of the silver lock with her and kept the other half. Yes, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph, she's our Annie.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Well, we haven't got much. but-
Wait, you haven't heard that I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to any person who can identify themselves as Annie's parents?
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember that little pig farm out in New Jersey? For $50,000, we could afford to bring Annie upright in the country.
Do you mind if Annie stays until tomorrow morning Christmas? Then you can come pick up Annie and check.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie. Love.
Until tomorrow morning, honey. Then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oops, pardon me, honey. Merry Christmas.
Well, this is...
Wonderful news.
Drink champagne.
Yes, sir.
Because we've had the most wonderful news in the world. We have found Annie's mother and father. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge. Annie!
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, I have the strangest feeling that I've seen that Mr. Mudge before and that he's not who he says he is.
Then I won't give up till we're certain.
But how?
I'll find a way. I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he is a Democrat.
Silly to cry, nothing to fear. Bet you where they live as nice as right here. Bet you my life is gonna be smart. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. So maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me. And how I was almost his baby.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks. Miss Farrell.
You're up early.
You're early, too.
Annie, we've been up all night here. FBI men coming and going. And Annie, do you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Mr. President?
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, early this morning, Anthony and I directly over home with some very sad news. He succeeded in chasing that Indian other parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But
Annie,
Annie, your mother and father passed away a very long time ago.
so, you mean I'm an orphan after all?
are you alright, Annie?
Yes, because I know they love me, and they would have come to me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could easily have been forged, but no one knew about the locket except us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir. The children from New York.
Oh, Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted to meet you.
Same here, and I'd know you anywheres.
Let me introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell. And this is the President of the United States. And this is my butler, Drake.
Look, kid, there's presents here for all of us.
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come from the FBI.
Now it all fits together.
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas! Well, we don't want to bother you. On Christmas, no. We just want to pick up Andy and the check.
Oh yes, of course, the check. Here you go, Mr. Mudge, $50,000. Certified.
Certified. Pays for the order of. The jig is up?
Yes, the jig is up. David Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Lieutenant, turn them over.
Yes, sir.
And I believe you'll find this woman to be their accomplice.
I never seen these people till yesterday.
Come off it, Aggie.
Annie, tell these people how good and nice I always was to you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan. But remember the one thing you always taught me. Never tell a lie.
Brat.
Miss Hannigan's gone for good.
And you won't have to work anymore.
Yes, girls, for you, and perhaps for all of us. This Christmas is going to be the beginning of a wonderful new life. A new deal. Hey, I don't like that. A new deal.
So do I, Franklin. New deal. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none
I didn't get to switch over to that too, so I need to make sure that I mention that she helped the crew. I'd like to thank all the parents that helped with costumes and feeding these rowdy kids and make sure they had. We actually had extra snacks, so we had some last night too. So I really appreciate all of that. We are going to take a big cast picture first, and then we'll send them out there so you can congratulate them personally. Okay? Thanks again for coming.